Disclaimer time, none of the pictures here belong to me. Touhou belongs to Zoo. Any pictures or videos used here all belong to their respective owner. Just in case someone says that I own these, I do not. I definitely do not have the skills nor the patience to make them. So there you go, just to be on the safe side. Without further ado, let's begin! From phasing to shikigami and even brooms. Hello, Magi, and today we're back with another episode of Interesting Touhou Facts, the series in which I discuss facts about Touhou that I find either fun, unusual, or simply interesting. Now that is out of the way, let's begin the Interesting Touhou Facts number 5. Number 5. Now we know that Yukari has Shikigami called Ran Yakumo and Shen because Shen is Ran Shikigami. But did you know that Yukari actually had more than Ran and Shen? It's stated that Yukari has numerous lesser servants working under her. The only ones we know aside from Ran and Shen would be two crows named Zenki and Goki. One of them was killed when they were sent to the moon to spawn during Cage and Lunatic Runagate. They were found by Toyohime and she transported it to the airless near side. For future reference, whenever you visit Ginsoku, be expected to be spied on like there's no tomorrow. Number 4. Let's talk about Reimu and her unique ability, if you will. Now we know flying isn't uncommon in Ginsoku. Mostly, all the yokais and the main human girls can do it, but Reimu's functions a little differently. Her ability to fly extends beyond that. She's capable of phasing in and out of existence, or as described in the Grimoire of Marissa, floating away from reality. Damn, that sounds hardcore! But anyway, this allows her to teleport short distances, but rarely seems to be aware that she's doing so. She even has a spell card related to this called Fantasy Nature. It practically makes her intangible, and while in that state, she's still shooting Damaku at you. Great, you're not only invincible, but you're shooting shit at us. Ain't that broken as hell? Let's just be glad she doesn't abuse her phasing ability too much or she'd really be unstoppable. Number 3. On the topic of flying, let's switch it to Marissa now. My question is, does she need her broom to fly or not? Let's discuss this now. Now in almost every game and other print work, she's almost always depicted as riding on her broom while she's flying. In Perfect Memento in strict sense, she uses the magic broom to ride around on because she believes it's the quintessential tool for a magician. It was an ordinary broom until Marissa kept using it in magic rituals, so it now sprouts leaves as a side effect. It was possible to say that she didn't need it to fly because in Fairy Wars, when Kurino was fighting Marissa, her broom isn't anywhere in sight. That might have sealed the deal on this while back, but it's possible Makoto Hirosaka, the person who drew the sprite for Fairy Wars, could have just forgotten it. In his symposium, there's an article on about Kurino and her fight against Marissa, and the picture clearly shows Marissa on her broom. So it's a back and forth for this one. I'll give my thoughts on this subject. I feel Marissa doesn't need her broom to fly because with all the magic she's studied and the experiments she's conducted, there's no way she would not use it to gain the ability to fly, instead to view it on a broom. That just sounds suicidal in the event the broom gets destroyed or whatnot in combat. But again, this is Ginsoku and common sense isn't, well, common anyway. Number 2. Did you know that Ichirin was originally a human? Let's talk about how she became a yokai. Uzan, her pink cloud companion, is a Nudo. What are they exactly? Well, Uzan was a type called Foreseeing Nudo. They were yokai monks, essentially. Reminds me of another monk. But let's focus on Uzan again. Anyway, these monks only showed their feet at first. When their victims would look up to see their face, they would grow larger so that their heads would remain out of sight. When their victims looked straight up at them, the Nudo would cut their head off. Come on, is that really necessary? Man, the more I read about these yokais the more I get confused about them. Aside from my confusion, let's get back to the topic. Back when Uzan was a normal foreseeing Nudo, Ichiran noticed Uzan and ran up to him. She knew what Uzan was and said, "Haha, there you are." As she ran up to him, she made sure not to raise her head and shout out, "The foreseeing Yudo was foreseen," which was the spell that repels them. Cause clearly man-eating yokais are repelled by some saying. That would be the equivalent if I said I have a match to fucking Freddy Krueger and somehow that stops him from killing me. Man, I've been getting way off topic on this one. Let's stay on track here, Magi. While the phrase would usually make them disappear, the shock of his utter defeat and resulting admiration for the courageous girl prompted Uzan to devote the rest of his life to protecting her. Essentially, Ichiran had some big balls for what she did and Uzan couldn't help but be amazed by it. After this, Ichiran's life completely changed. She didn't need to fear yokai anymore, but she was soon hated by humans. And before she knew it, after spending some time with Uzan, she became a yokai herself. Remember guys, if you want to be a yokai, hang around with them a lot. Or have some big ass balls, whichever comes first. Number 1. Let's talk about Satoru and Koichi, and a rather unique thing about them. If you take both of the character portrait for Subterranean and reverse or invert it, they become the other's color. Don't believe me? Let's test this out. Hey guys, so as I said, I was gonna test it out, so let's do it. So let's just open it up. Now I just gotta find the bloody thing. That might be tricky. Now, let's see. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now, if I remember correctly, S. There we go. So I got a test file for you guys right here. So I got both their profile pics, Satoru and Koichi. Okay, so let's do this. So let's go to colors, invert. As you see, Satoru looks like Koichi. And now let's go with Koichi. Let's switch her up now. Let's go to her layer, colors, invert, and yes, she looks like her sister Satoru. Yep, as you're seeing right now, it works completely like that, and I'll just reverse it just to show you guys. So yeah, she'll look like that. Reverse, change that, and go back to Satoru. Invert it again, and yes, they are pretty much I would say the same as each other as long as you switch the colors up. So it's a really interesting and cool thing to see that if you change the colors to invert it, you get their sister's color, which is cool. I mean that's pretty insane there. So yeah, hopefully that satisfies your curiosity on this, showing you all live right here. So it actually does work. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Which ones were your favorite? Did Reimu's phasing make her seem even more OP? Do you think Marissa needs her broom to fly or not? Or did Ichiran's big balls impress you? Either way, this is Magi and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode.